Hi everyone, welcome. It's me, Lori from Inner Goddess Tarot. So today I'd like to talk just really briefly about the four suits of the Minor Arcana and the elements that are connected with them. So this is pretty basic learning tarot stuff, but it's really helpful because I think I talked in a previous video about really basic numerology. This can tell you a lot when you first look at your tarot spread. But a really important thing to also consider, and some of you can see at a glance, are the elements that are involved because they can give us a lot of useful information. So as you know, there are 56 minor arcana cards, and they're divided into four suits. So we have cups, wands, swords, and pentacles, right? And within the suits themselves, we have them divided from ace through to 10, and then we have what are called the court cards. So that's usually called page, knight, queen, and king. So let's take a look at each individual element, at each individual suit, and talk about what element corresponds with that suit. So let's take a look first at cups. Okay, so I mean, what do you think? It's pretty clear just looking at, and we're looking at the aces because they give us pretty clear representation of the suit without a lot of other things going on there. So cups. Of course it's water. Look at that flowing, healing, cleansing water on that cup. So cups, their element is water. What does water represent? Love, emotions, intuition, matters of the heart, things that are flowing, right? So here we're in the area of the emotions, love, the heart. Okay, so wands. What do you think about wands? Okay, so wands are fire. So think about it. We've got this tree branch or this stick here. You can make fire with this wood. So you can think about it that way. So the wooden wand, that is fire. Or think of a magic wand, the sparks coming out of a magic wand. So wands are fire. And wands come into the area of life covering passion, creativity, abundance, growth, and also spirituality. Because you can see, although that's a stick, it's growing. It's got leaves on it, it's growing. So we've got abundance, spirituality, creativity here as well. Okay, swords. So with the suit of swords, we enter the area of the mind. It's how we think, it's our thoughts, it's how we speak, it's how we communicate, it's writing, the intellect. And also swords have to do with the truth, what's true and what's right, and also they can indicate some conflict. So it can be internal conflict because of your thoughts, or conflict, external conflict, often resulting from miscommunication and hurtful words, that kind of thing. And lastly, we have pentacles, lovely grounding pentacles. So I've given it away there. Pentacles are earth. So what do we associate with earth? Exactly as I said, feeling grounded, right? But so pentacles have to do with material things, money, jobs, home. It can indicate good health, this kind of thing. So pentacles are the grounded earth suit of the minor arcana. So that, keeping that in mind, if we think about the minor arcana, let's say you ask, in the spread, you see that the majority of cup cards show up in the reading. There's in the ratio of the cards that you pull for someone, there's a lot of cup cards in there. So what do you expect that the focus is going to be on, or what the reading is going to be about? Well, I'm thinking love and relationships are coming in there, or something that's fulfilling for the heart. So you can see that as a signpost immediately. If we have wands, wands often actually come up in career-related readings, but it's that ambition, that drive, that passion that you feel towards a job or a new project, that kind of thing. So it often comes up when there's some kind of creative project going on, or something that makes people feel fired up and creative. So keep that in mind, that kind of energy. Then we have swords. So if a lot of swords come up, it's true, it can have to do with some conflict, some miscommunication, or it can indicate a need for communication. Swords often come up in the area of people who write, who are speakers, that kind of thing, because it's all things that are going on in the mind. So communication, but also often stress that we cause ourselves with the way that we think. And then pentacles. If pentacles show up, well, this is another one that often comes up for jobs, but it's more sort of the everyday aspect of the job, the security it provides, the money it provides. So pentacles are showing us that we're talking about the material, physical things of life generally. So keep that in mind, because if a reading has a lot of cups in it, that tells you something, right? There's something emotional going on. What if a reading has no cups in it? That tells you something too. Or if there's a nice balance of all four suits, that can give us an indication of what's going on as well. So that's something to immediately look at when you lay out your cards. What suits are there? What suits aren't there? Which suits dominate? This kind of thing. That's always useful. And so if you're new to tarot, a good way to remember the element for each suit, I'll give you a couple of ways. And actually I would recommend, there's some good information in this book, The Ultimate Guide to Tarot by Liz Dean, recently added to my library. So there's a good to-the-point intro to the cards in there. And she points out another way to remember the cards is swords. This is I think. It's the mind, right? I think. So swords, yes, I think, or the mind. And actually, I'm getting ahead of myself here. This comes from Carl Jung. So Carl Jung talked about humankind's mental processes falling into four functions. So the four functions are swords, I think. Wands, I desire. Pentacles, I possess. And water, I feel. So another last thing I will say to remember, swords are the mind, wands are the soul, cups are the heart, and pentacles are the body, the physical. So that's a good way to get your head around what it means when these suits appear. And those elemental correspondences can really tell us a lot about what's going on with a person, what energies around them, how they're feeling. So pay attention to that, as well as the symbolism itself on the cards. The numerology, the symbols, these all play a role. But a really good overview feeling that you can get for a reading comes from what's going on in the elemental department. Okay, so thanks for listening. For more information about me and my tarot reading services, please visit innergoddesstarot.com. And I'd love to have your comments below. Let me know any challenges that you have when you're learning the tarot, anything you'd like me to talk about, anything about the elements that doesn't sit right with you that you're trying to get your head around. Please comment below and let me know. And again, visit my site at innergoddesstarot.com. Thanks, bye.